It's Lisa. Today I'm excited to share with you some great Mother's Day gift ideas. These same ideas can be used for any occasion actually, but I'm going to show you a bundle of gifts, I guess you could call it, that all coordinate together, and you can do any of them. You can do all of them and make a gift basket or just fill a bag full of goodies. It's economical. I'm going to have to give another plug here, but my digital studio is a wonderful program. And if you haven't gotten it yet, or maybe you have it and you haven't started playing with it, pull that thing out and play with it, because there is so much you can do with it. And I will show you, like I said, many different gift ideas that I'm going to do using this software. When I bought this software, it was over $70. We sell it now for like $20, and you can buy other downloads to go into it, and you can download pictures from all over the place. So you're not limited to just our images, though we have a ton of them to choose from. So what you're looking at is I've already made a layout for my tile, and I actually started with that design. So you want to figure out, what do you want your project to look like? So design your bookmark or your tile or whatever, and then add those elements to all your other pieces. So what I'm going to show you, or what I plan to show you, and hopefully I will get them all done actually, and you'll see them on the video part of this tutorial. We're going to do a tile coaster, a bookmark, which you see both of those right here already. I'm going to do a candle, a travel mug, a notepad, and a coordinating card. So, isn't that awesome? So when you get your first layout, everything else is easy because you already know what elements you want. Now I have a lot of space here, so I am going to just get a punch, and I'm going to fill that with my elements, because I don't want to waste that. I will use that to make something in my bundle of gifts. So looking for basics, I'm just going to get this, apply, and I always start with my shape so that I have a working area. So I want to cover all of this. You don't have to worry about things, going off your project. I mean, that's just going to get trimmed off, so it's not a big deal. So the first thing I'm going to do here is get my filler paper. I don't know why I'm scrolling up there. You need filler paper. And I used Bella Rose. And I pretty much left it the size that it was. And then on here, let's see. I'm not really sure what I'm going to use this paper for. So I need to figure out what part I want the design on, because I would need room for trimming and all that stuff. So I think, let me see. I'm going to I'm thinking this piece is going to end up being used for my notepad. Let's see. Probably for my notepad, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to ungroup this because I grouped it, which will make things a little, so I'm going to ungroup, click off because I want that to go off. Now I want to group these elements right here. So I'm going to control, and then I'm going to click on all the elements that I want group. And I'm going to group those. Group. And I'm going to do a copy and paste. and move that down here. Now, obviously this is too big, so I'm going to shrink it. Oh, I forgot my my little dots. That's okay. Okay, and I'm thinking, because I think this is going to end up being for my, I'm just going to send this to back for a moment. There we go. And then I'm going to send this to the back and bring all that back up here. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to turn this, because I don't believe this paper is actually large enough for my mug or my candle. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. I'm going to just put it, make it a little smaller, over here somewhere. I gotta leave myself room so that my, yeah, I think I'll just put it here. And this is still a lot of waste, but I can use it inside of a card. In fact, you know what? I just had a better thought. Never mind that. I'm going to make this my card. So I'm going to, first I'm going to move this out of the way. And I want to see what size this is. Bring it to front, because I'm going to move it. I need to zoom out a bit. I like to bring everything up here so I can do my measurement. So there. I want this to be 4¼ I think. No, 5½ I'm sorry. I want this to be 5½, and then I'll score it in half, which looks like it's right about there already. There. So this is going to be my card. Bring it down here. All the way down. There we go. So we have the tile, the bookmark, and now this is going to be my card. And I'm going to send that back. Bring this, my element on. I think I'm going to make it bigger. Make sure that it's, I'll bring it down. I don't want it to go over my 4¼ mark, because that's where I will be folding the card. And I'm going to ungroup these. Okay. And then move them around. Oops. I didn't mean to move them around that way. Get one at a time. Here we go. Putting on my butterfly right about, oh, I don't know, about there. So, pieces. This is my, okay. So here my layout's going to look a little different than the tile and the bookmark. but I'm using the same elements. So it'll all be coordinated when I'm done. Let's see here a bit. Now it's kind of tricky looking at this sideways. Let's see. I think I might flip everything to the other side. So you get the idea. You just want to mess around with your design until you like the way it looks. I'm going to stop now and finish playing around with this design, and then when I come back I will show you the layouts for all the projects. Okay, I'm back and I've done all my layouts. This one here is going to be for the cup. I took off the word bloom because when I show you the cup, it's not, a straight cylinder. And I have found that when I've done words in the past, they kind of angle up in a way that I don't like, and I didn't know how that was going to look on the cup. So I went ahead and just took it off until I learned how to, or figure out a way to get my lettering on that particular type of travel mug without my words angling. So there's that, and then it looks pretty much like the page that I have for my candle, and my candle is a cylinder, so I won't have a problem with the letters doing anything but staying straight the way I want them to. And again, here's our other page, which has our tile coaster layout, our bookmark, and I will be punching out this top edge with one of our punches, and then our card. So I'm going to go ahead and print all of that up, and when I come back I will show you the gifts that I made with it and demonstrate one or two, maybe three, I don't know at this point, we'll see. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Here are some things that I made with those printouts that I showed you on the computer. This is a bookmark, and normally I would go ahead and laminate this with my Your Story or whatever laminating machine you have, but for the purposes of this tutorial I just left it like this. Let me come in a little tighter on there. So there's that, and then the coordinating card, I don't know what in the world it is, that I made. You will see that there are some color differences in these items and some of the other ones, and I'm not sure why that is. I don't believe I changed the colors from project to project, but that's highly possible. And it's not because the ink was fading, because these were actually printed out before some of the other items. So anyways, I just did that on Whisper White cardstock. That's what the back looks like. And I added a few little tiny pearls to the center of the flower. Of course, I could do more. And actually, I'm going to add some to the bookmark as well. So you can see here what I mean about the color difference. For some reason, it came out darker on some of the other. And the paper's the same, so it's not the paper either. I really don't know for sure what I did. I think I may have made the background lighter, because you can adjust your
You can adjust the colors, the opacity of the colors, so maybe I did that and don't remember doing that. I don't know. Anyway, but as you can see, we have the same theme going on everything. I inked the edges of the bookmark and this little notepad focal point. I inked the edges with crisp cantaloupe. It's a very pretty color. And then I just added ribbon, a few little basic pearls, and your recipient can untie their little notepad and do their writing and tie it back up. So there's that. These projects should take no time at all. I think the most amount of time that it would take is however long it takes you to design it. You can make it as simple or as intricate as you like. So I'm going to put those aside. Oh, and I also rounded the corners here. So there's that. And then here's our coordinating coaster. You can give a set of 4. Usually coasters I find come in sets of 4. Or you could just give one that's going to coordinate with the travel mug you're also going to pass on as a gift. And you don't want to put anything on this because it should be flat so that your drink could be placed on top of it. Unless they're going to use it, you know, just as home decor in a frame or something, then that's different. So the 2 projects I'm going to show you, let me put this aside for a moment. So this is my travel mug piece. I'm going to go up wide for a moment. Okay, so I printed this up on Whisper White cardstock, and then I had to borrow my mug because I ran out of these, but I got this really cheap, and I believe it was either at the dollar store or the 99-cent store, so it was like dirt cheap. And what you would do is take the paper that comes inside of your travel mug and use that for your template. I don't have mine. I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to use this that I had on there. And you can do this on the back or the front. I kind of want to get some kind of idea of where my image is on that. And then you're just going to take a pencil and lightly draw around this template. So I'm going to do that. So now that I've done that, and it looks, I think it looks good where my focal point is. What I would recommend that you do first is cut off your straight edges. Those are the easiest to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I would cut off my curved edges and erase any pencil marks that are on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, now that I've cut that all out, all I have to do now is put it into my cup. You see they come apart like that. I'm just going to make it a little smaller than the cup and then fit it in. Then adjust it. Put my top on, and this seals it so that the liquid doesn't wet your design. And there you go. Isn't that cute? And then if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put a gift card or something in there for your recipient. But I love that. So there's that part of the gift set. And then the last thing is the candle. So this is just a simple, I believe I paid $1. I might have paid a little more, but I think they were $1. I bought them a while ago. I just have like a supply of them, so I'm not sure. But I got them from Walmart. It's just an unscented pillar candle mainstay, like I said, from Walmart. And for this one, what you need to do, and I left this on here so you could see it, you're going to need some tissue paper, just plain white tissue paper, and you will need a piece of wax paper and your heat tool. And I'm going to move out just a little more, move some of this stuff out of my way. Okay, so what I did was I taped my tissue to a sheet of, this is just copy paper, and I only taped the one in. Originally, I printed one up, or I tried to print one up earlier. For some reason it got messed up, but I had taped the top and I had taped the bottom. I found that it works better if I just tape the top part, and then for my printer it goes in like that. So the taped edge goes through first and it comes out. What happened with the other one, and I thought I had it next to me but I don't, the tape was holding it back from moving freely through the printer, so it tore up. So it came out better this way. Also, when you go to cut your tissue paper, you're going to need some scrap cardstock, paper or something with it. My cutter, maybe it needed a sharper blade, but I think, if I remember right, it doesn't work if you just try to cut your tissue paper with your trimmer. You're going to need to, like I said, attach it. And then I would probably not do what I did here. I made this the size that I need for the candle. Go ahead and let it be a little bigger, but not the full page, because you need some room to tape at least one edge of your tissue. So let me take that off of there, and hopefully I won't tear it. It would be just like me to mess this up on camera. I've actually done this before. I'm not sure. I think I might have a video of it somewhere in my list of videos. And it's trying not to cooperate with me. And so I probably should have put that on the corner. So we're going to have a little bit of problem here, but I'll show you. This is one I did a while back, and this background color and the Peace, Love, Joy, the ornaments here, this was all done on my digital studio, and then I just added some embellishments on that. So hopefully this will go smoothly for you, but oops, if not, you can find plenty of videos online that tell you how to decorate your candles. This technique. Okay, I think. Ta-da! Yay! I didn't tear it up. So, great. Okay, so the next thing I would do, and I did iron out my tissue before sending it through the printer to make it as smooth as I possibly could. The next thing I would do is add that to my candle. Just like that. And then I would take my wax paper. Make sure I got that all the way around there like that. And then that would go on top like that. So I would use this wax paper not only to hold it in place, but it's the wax that seals it. And then I'm going to get my heat tool. And I'm going to try to keep this smooth. I want to keep the heat moving and try not to deform my candle.